today's dish, we have our fried fish topped off with our green bean, tomato, and mushroom black sauce. This is a very different dish and it was very delicious, so stay tuned if you're interested. Enjoy!
So here I have some fish. You can use any type of fish that you find at your supermarket or any fish of your choice that you personally like. I'm not really sure of the name of this fish, but yeah, for my fish now, I just like take a little bit of lemon juice and just soak these in just a bit for about a minute or so, and then I wash. And what the lemon juice does is kill that raw fish scent a little bit so that you're not tasting it so much while you're eating your dish. So now we're gonna go ahead and rinse our fish. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil to heat in my frying pan. So here are a few of my little ingredients that I'm using. So we're gonna be using some thyme leaves, some white ground pepper. You can use black pepper too, but I just use the white pepper because not everybody in my family this pepper agrees with. Some ginger, some seasoning of my choice. So I'm using all of these. We got some basil here, some mixed herbs, some oregano, some rosemary, and then I'll be using some garlic in this one. We got some ginger, some salt, and more rosemary leaves. So I'm going to start by seasoning these with a little bit of salt. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of salt on these. So after I'm done rubbing in my salt, I'm just going to add a little bit of my herbs and spices. You can season this however way you like. I'm going to add a bit of my thyme leaves, a bit of my ginger powder. I'm going to get this on all of them. I'm going to add a little bit of my ground black pepper. I'm going to add a bit of my ground white pepper. And then I'm going to add some garlic. These are dried garlics, but you can use the natural ones. And then you just want to make sure you get all your seasoning on here and just get them all over. So you want to get all that seasoning all over your fish. So next I'm just going to add the tiniest amount of browning sauce. This is mainly just for color, and this one's quite optional. You don't have to do this one if you don't want to. But part of learning a good dish is learning when to experiment with different ingredients. So I'll just add a little bit of that browning sauce and rub those in. So this is what they look like after I've added my browning sauce. So now we're going to go ahead and go to our stove and we're going to fry these bad boys. So you want to add each piece of your fish and let them fry evenly on both sides. You're not trying to dry them out too much, but just fry them to your liking. And those just look amazing. So I'm going to let these crisp and then we're going to come back and turn them on the other side. Alright, so I've just turned my fish and now I'm going to let them fry on the other side now, and they look really good. After you're done, you want to put your fish onto a paper towel to drain and then turn off your stove. Alright, so I'm just dicing up some tomatoes. Alright, so here I have a little bit of mushroom and I'm just going to cut these up a little bit finer than they actually are. Alright, so here I have a little bit of green beans and I'm just cutting off the ends, both ends of them. And then I'm just going to dice them in half. Okay, so I have some fresh curly parsley here, and then I'm just going to mince these up very finely. So I'm going to add a bit of oil to my frying pan. Alright, and then you want to go ahead and add your ingredients to your pot now, and then stir. Alright, so I'm just going to add a bit of salt. I'm going to go ahead and add my fresh parsley. And then you want to go ahead and stir that in. Okay, so this is a bowl of water I have here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add just a little bit of browning sauce. So this is what my browning sauce looks like. And this is just going to make the water nice and brown instead of adding soy sauce. So we're going to add this to our pot. And then you want to go ahead and stir that in. I'm just going to turn my stove up just a teeny bit. So my sauce has been cooking for a little bit because you want your green beans especially to cook. So here I have my Jamaican jerk sauce. You can get this from any local supermarket you have, or you can just use regular barbecue sauce. So it's my jerk barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of this to my pot. I just want to stir that in. And this will just give the pot a nice sweetish, saltish flavoring. But you can make this dish however way you like. It's really optional and really up to you. Okay, so I just added some extra mushrooms in here. So now I'm just going to take about a tablespoon of ketchup and add this to my sauce. And then you just want to turn this down on low and give this about 5 minutes to cook before you add your fish. This dish goes great with a little bit of potato. You can either cook them with the skin on and mash them, or you can roast them with the skin on with a little bit of salt and seasoning. It's really up to you. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to my water, and then you just want to add your potatoes. So I'm just adding a bit of butter and some milk, and then you want to leave this to cook until they're pretty much soft. And then, like I said, you can mush them or you can put them to roast in the oven, whichever one. And that's it. And don't forget 1 egg. That's if you like eggs. Okay, well, I'm gonna add another one just because I have a big family. And that's it.
Alright friends, so that is the end of the finished dish. I ended up roasting my potatoes. The fish was scrumptious and delicious, so try this dish out. You will not be sorry, and I'm sure you can enjoy a little something new. So don't forget to like, subscribe.